Welcome to Buzz, Cincinnati's Underground Business Voice. I'm Tony Selzer here with Gordon Hippe, who's a CPA, one of our CPAs here they just moved, right?
Yes.
Where'd you come from?
Actually 5 years ago from Lexington.
Lexington, but not just move, okay, 5 years. And you got a great company name called smartfinancials.net.
Correct.
Right? We were talking about how you just got that domain, and that was a little bit of a coup for you. So, you know, you get thrown in that boat as a CPA, right? You know,
right.
Everybody thinks they know what you do, and they think they know how you do it. But what is it you really do?
Tony, one thing that makes us different is that we really try to focus on helping our clients to grow their business because we focus on their accounting for them so they can focus on more the growth aspects of their business. And one of the ways that we do that is one of our specialties is doing complete outsourced of their accounting function. So business owners who don't want the hassle of doing their own books, they completely outsource that to us on a remote basis. Payroll, accounts payable, accounts receivable. We do their bank recs, financial statements. We take care of everything. If they have sales tax due, we do their sales tax returns. So
you're a guy that's like me. You're running a $750 million business or so. Maybe you're up to, and you've historically spent the weekends from 8 o'clock in the morning to noon murdering QuickBooks.
Right.
And you take that time and life back to them, and probably do it from a time value standpoint, a hell of a lot cheaper than they're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Right. And you're improving their quality of life, and you get them the ability to focus on what they really should be focusing on.
Absolutely.
Which is running the business.
Absolutely.
I just quick testimonial for this if you're in that position as an entrepreneur, one of the first things that I try to get people to do is give away the books. Get somebody else doing it. Get a dashboard.
Yeah.
Give me a dashboard. Show me a KPI every month. Show me how we're doing.
Exactly.
But man, stop trying to do that stuff because if you think you're saving $500 or $600 a month, you're just kidding yourself.
Right.
Isn't that where you come in?
Yeah, that's right, Tony. And one of the things that you mentioned is still having access, and that's one of the things that we really pride ourselves on is that most companies, when they think of outsourcing, they think they're going to lose control, they think they're going to lose access, but in reality, we help increase controls because we give them more layers of responsibility in the people that are doing the work than what they could achieve on their own because we have multiple people that are specialists at different levels that work on their accounts. And also they have greater access because we use web-based accounting where they can actually go in and access all of their information anytime they need it.
It's just a no-brainer. It's just like, quit now. I mean, one of the first things I do in business coaching is get people to a sales size where they can give that stuff up because it's a multiplier. And I'll just tell you what it did for us when I did it is it's been about 5 years ago when I finally stopped paying the checks and really looking at and trying to do all that stuff. We went from $13,000 a month in sales to $28,000 a month in sales in 1 month.
That's a great example.
Because it was such a waste of my time.
I
honestly did not look forward to bringing on a new client because I had to send them an invoice. I mean, how stupid is that?
Yeah.
Right. But that's how bad it is with a lot of especially guys that are good at sales, but not necessarily good at the back end stuff. Right. The other thing I think that you were telling me that you do is you help people understand the big numbers, the stuff that are really driving profit.
Right.
And there's so many, there's a great book out Jeff Fox wrote called How to Be a CEO. And the first page is one of the best reads you can have. And the job of a CEO is to manage the two largest controllables and drive revenue.
Right.
And how many business owners have no idea what those two largest managed controllables are?
Oh, sure. There are a lot of clients that come to us that their books are in such a mess that they don't even have the information they can't even access the information that they need to make those kinds of decisions. And so one of the great things about us is not only are we CPAs and actually doing the books for them, but you have the expertise there that can help to guide them and coach them along the way with their financial picture. Yeah,
I mean it's really a powerful tool that they have to use in order to get to the next level. So I mean, strategic partners for you are kind of like the business attorneys, the business coaches, really anybody there that's sitting in that role of strategic advisor is a good partner for you. Would you agree?
Well, one of my specialty niche areas, Tony, is that multi-unit franchisees are very good clients for us. We service them very efficiently because we can create a turnkey solution for one that's good for all of them.
And they've got a lot of entities that got to be reconciled every year too.
Exactly.
Right. So there's
consolidations and the way
smart.
things wrap up, and we can create financial statements by entity, by location. And then wrap those up by region.
So if you're a franchise consultant, if you're in franchise sales, you'd be a good possible strategic relationship for you. If you're a business broker, probably a good possible relationship for you. So that's getting a little bit into that niche. Good. I love that you've identified that, because that's going to really pull you into a specialization space, which means you're going to move through the word of mouth network faster.
Absolutely.
What's the one thing you'd really think? The one thing you'd like to tell everybody out in Rainmaker Land? What's the one thing you think you've seen grow business today that you'd like to share? For me, and I'll just kind of tell you a real quick story of kind of almost like my Rainmaker story is, when I first started, I had a completely wrong marketing approach. I was trying to hunt whales all across the country using a harpoon. Yeah. And instead, when I kind of became introduced to Rainmakers, it helped me focus on my niche and focus on strategic partners. And therefore, I kind of look at it as, I started with gathering fish by using a very good net locally. And I've grown from there. And, I went to my first Rainmakers meeting and got a client the first meeting. So I said, I'm going to keep coming back. Yeah, that's good, right? It doesn't always work like that, but we'd love to see that. Exactly. Gordon, appreciate you, brother.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right.
You've been Buzz.